Hey Brandon, what's the difference between occupational disability and a medical disability? So I think you're talking about maybe what's the difference between an occupational disability and a total and permanent disability. So with occupational disability, typically you're going to have a railroader that has a current connection, they're working with the railroad right now, and they have at least 240 creditable service months, which is 20 years. Or if the railroader has a current connection and they're age 60 and older, they only have to have 120 creditable service months, which is 10 years to be considered for an occupational disability. But if you're determined to be occupationally disabled by the Railroad Retirement Board has determined that you no longer can do your railroad job, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't do other type of work in the national economy. With the total and permanent disability, if Railroad Retirement determines that you're totally and permanently disabled, that typically means that you cannot perform any other work in the national economy. The main difference between occupational disability and total and permanent disability is that total and permanent disability typically gets you early Medicare, while occupational disability does not. So that's an important distinction there, because you got to figure out what you're going to do for insurance. But let's say you do get total and permanent disability and you qualify for early Medicare. That only covers the individual disabled employee. It doesn't cover a spouse or any other dependents. So folks, when you do think about disability, you also need to be thinking about what you're going to do for healthcare insurance. Folks, if these videos are helping you out, if you would, please go to my TikTok bio. There's a link there. Click on it, leave a review. Also leave a link in the comments. Thanks.